everyone, it's Ephraim here from Passport One Comics. I have a new video for you. Before I go any further, if you can smash that like, subscription, and notification button so you'll be notified whenever I come out with new videos. If you're a first timer, thanks for watching my channel, and leave a comment. I'd like to know how you found my channel, and subscribe. And if you're one of the people who regularly views my channels, whomever watches this video, I always appreciate it. Before I go any further, I want to give out shout outs to one group. It's a Discord group. I mentioned them previously in one of my previous videos. I'll have the link in the description. I also have a permanent link to them up in my banner here. It's a Discord group. It's called the Department of Comics. I won't go much more into it, but it's a really good group. Check them out. Check out my previous video, and you'll know why I really like this Discord group. Earlier this morning, I went on Instagram and I started following This Is the Comic Way. I'd never heard of him before, so I started following him. He has awesome Star Wars books, and all of them are at 9.8. And I was like, wow. I was like, dang, man, this guy's got some awesome books. And on one of his posts, I'm going to put a link directly for that post also. There's this book that I had never heard of before. I mean, I heard of the series, but I never knew that they came out with this specific book. And there's only, I think, 10 of them in everywhere that's ever made. It's Star Wars: The High Republic, but it was a special book that was just given out to certain creators before the regular series came out. So from what I understand, there's only 10 of them. And there's not a lot for my jaw to drop. But when I seen this book, and I was like, oh my God. Of course, I started looking on eBay to see if I could find it. And I was like, dang, how did he get this? And I talked to him, actually. I sent him a message. He's a nice guy. And we started talking, and he told me how he got it. And it's a great site. I'm telling you, check it out. I'll have his link in the description below also. Okay? So now on to my comic books. As usual, these are comic books that I got within the last week or so. And while I was starting this video, my mailman came and dropped off about 4 more boxes or packages of comic books. So I'll be doing another video real soon. I wasn't going to stop and open them up, so I'll leave them for my next video. So keep you all in surprise to see what I got. Okay, so my first set I got from, hang on for a second here, Mutant Beaver. I think they're in Canada. I know they're not. I don't believe they're in the United States. So this is King in Black, number 2. And the reason I'm showing you this one is because this is an homage to Web of Spider-Man number 32. I'll have a picture of that homage up here too. And then I'll put one here of this book here. Web of Spider-Man 32 is when Spider-Man was crawling out of the grave when Killraven, I believe, is put him in the, basically try to kill him, but he was crawling himself out of the grave. But this is an homage to it, and this is King in Black number 2, but it's Venom coming out of the grave. It's a really nice cover, so, when I seen it, I go, I want this cover here. Okay. Here's the Virgin cover. And here's the same cover, but it has King in Black in the cover. Oh, before I go any further, I don't know if you noticed this, but I got a Pez dispenser. It's Star Wars, The Mandalorian, and the Child. I got this from the Comic Mint. I usually don't, buy Pez dispensers. Hopefully I won't get into it that much. But I thought it was really cool, and I wanted to get it. And everybody who I mention will also be below me in the description. My next set is Haha issue number 1. This one came from their store. It's called 616. It's cover artist Megan Hutchinson. I haven't read this series yet. It just came out, but I plan to. I heard it's like almost like the same type of genre as Ice Cream Man. You can tell, to me, that's Ronald McDonald, but evil. So I haven't read it yet. I plan to. I won't read it at night. I don't want to get scared. And this is the virgin cover of that one. Next ones came from. I know I've mentioned these guys in the past, and every Wednesday, JT Ripple Pressing and Recasters, they go to a local comic shop where they're at, and they sell comic books that just came out that day, and most of them are at cover price. There's some variants. Of course, they're not cover price, but all the regular issues, they're cover price. So say you miss some, you didn't order them through your local LCS or wherever you get them from. You just go on Instagram on Wednesdays, and they start selling them there, and then it's a mad rush to see who can get the comic books. Okay. First one is Miles Morales, Spider-Man number 22. This is, this is the ones Marvel came out with the alien covers. Next one is Blade Runner 2029 by Peach Momoko. I don't know how many more she's going to make for other publishers besides Marvel. I know I keep on saying that, but I know she signed an exclusive contract, so I'm sure she's just honoring all the books that she said she was going to do before she signed that contract. So here it is. And the next one is another haha issue. It's a blank cover. I believe you can write or you can draw on it of an artist. If you send this one to an artist, it's basically a blank cover. Yeah, it has that feel to the cover. Where if I ever took this one to an artist, I'd tell them, hey, can you draw something on here? And they would. Hopefully. Now, next one is Immortal Hulk, number 42, but it's a nullified variant. Null is the big bad guy that's happening right now. King in Black, I believe that I said. King in Black. He's the bad guy, and he's attached to Venom. And I won't say more about the storyline, but this one has She-Hulk on the cover, and I thought it was such an awesome looking cover. I bought 3 of them. When I buy comic books, if they take off and the prices rise, great. But if they don't, I'm okay with that. I buy comic books, but it's a passion of mine. And if I like a cover, I don't really care if it goes up in price or goes down in price. I just like the covers and of course the storylines, and I buy them. Next one is Essentia by Wake Entertainment. These are these indie books. And the last one is from Recasters and JT, is Homesick Pilots. This one is issue number 2 by Image. I got to start reading these. Not too far behind on them. I'm almost caught up with reading of all my comic books. I'm up to close to reading Star Wars and Star Wars High Republic number 1. I haven't read it yet, so should be reading it tonight actually. With all TV shows that are going on, and I'll talk about them at the end. I'm doing videos. I'm trying to get comic books ready for CGC. I've never sent more than about 5 at a time, but I'm trying to send like 25 of them. And then, see how that goes. There's a special, when you send more than 25 books at CGC, you can tell them, hey, I want them. If they're not at grade 9.8 or 9.6 or whatever grade you choose, they will not CGC them. They'll just send them back to you. So I have a bunch of modern books that I'm gonna clean and press, and hopefully all of them will come out at 9.8. So see what happens. But that's for another video. Now this one came from Golden Apple. It's Dr. Star Wars Dr. Aphra number 7. It's a variant. Sometimes, I don't know if it ever happens to anybody, but you buy a comic book and then you forget that you bought it. I have a ledger, I have a book where I write down everything, but I just forgot that I even bought this book, and I bought it on eBay like a couple of weeks before, and then it came in the mail and I went, gosh, I didn't even know I bought it. Of course the eBay price was a lot higher because this book really took off. Now this next one, there's two of them. They came from Frankie's Comics. These is Star Wars Insiders. Insider. It's basically information about Star Wars. The reason I bought this one is because Peach Momoko did the cover, and I thought it was pretty cool. Obviously, here's the regular cover, and you see it has the Mandalorian and Baby Yoda at the bottom. I think it's Baby Yoda's right there, I believe, or somewhere around here, here on that side. Can't really tell. And here's the version cover of that one. Oh, Baby Yoda's right here. All these books that I am mentioning to you, and I've mentioned this before in the past, anybody who is a buyer wants their comic books to come in mint condition as much as possible. And all these books were basically packaged great. No complaints at all. If I ever sell comic books and I keep all the stuff that's sent from them, the cases they come in, one of my main thing is if I sell a comic book, I'm sure whomever buys it wants the comic book to be in as mint condition as possible. I've seen horror stories of people just basically sending comic books in a vanilla envelope with no padding on it. I mean, people put their good money to buy comic books and they want them in the best condition possible. So that's a selling point for anybody, So now these next three I got on eBay. I've bought the original Ultimate Fallout issue number 4. It's a variant. But that price for that comic book has skyrocketed. I've gotten two of them, but sometimes the prices keep on going up and up and up. So I decided to buy like a second print of this one, hoping, see what happens with them, It's almost the same cover, but an Ultimate Fallout number 4. Miles Morales' face they don't see his face, so you don't know who the Spider-Man is, the new Spider-Man. But this one shows his face. Like I said, this one person was selling them on eBay, moderately priced, so I bought 3 of them. Okay, I'm probably gonna get these CGC'd. I looked at them; they look really nice, but I'm still gonna, clean and press them before I send them out to CGC. This is some of the 25 that I mentioned earlier that I want to do for CGC. Now, these took a while to get here, and it was totally my fault. I bought them from a group, Paper Asylum, but it was my fault. I kept on forgetting to pay them. They kept on sending me emails, but I just said, okay, I'll pay for it. And I just forgot until I finally said, hey, gosh, a couple weeks had gone by or more than that. And I just said, I got to pay these guys. I ordered them, and these guys are people who have these companies, they, it's their living. So, I apologize, of course. I said, yeah, I'm sorry. It took my time paying for them. But they sent them to me in excellent condition. First one is King in Black. It's a variant cover. Actually, the first 3 or 4 or 5 of them are King in Black's issue number 1. Here's the next one. This cover has the Thing on the cover right here, if you notice. And this is the exact same cover, but instead of the Thing, and it's part of it's black and white, has Hulk on the cover. Here's another one. And this is a tattoo one. I think there's a tattoo in there, but I think they sent it separately and I might have lost it, so I'm not sure. I gotta look for it now. And my last 2 from Paper Asylum is Miles Morales, Spider-Man number 21. Both of them are 21, and one of them is a variant issue. This is Miles, and it's a King in Black. Looks like Null took over him, and he became like an apostle of Null. And the last one here is, like I said, Spider-Man, Miles Morales Spider-Man number 21. It's a variant edition. Um, I think I got this one from G-Mart Comics. It's another Future State one. I bought so many of them, but this is the only Catwoman one I bought. I just like the cover, obviously. Let me see here. What else I got? Okay, so these two came from Trinity Comics. It's We Live. I forgot what issue it is, but it's both of them are Virgin covers, and it's a really good storyline. We Live. If you haven't been reading it, please do. I think they're only like up to issue 3 or 4. You know, I've mentioned before what the storyline is. It's basically the world is ending, and Earth is trying to send children into space, so hopefully they'll survive, and it's like a whole process of trying to get them to go, you know. But they're both the same cover, and like I said, I got 2 Virgin covers from them, and it came from Trinity Comics. These next 2 came from the Comic Mint. This is Amazing Spider-Man number 55. I'm sure everybody who follows comic books knew how the artist's last name is Gleason, how he drew like a side view of Spider-Man, but it's made all of webs. Everybody went crazy for them, and I was one of them. Okay. This one is the same comic book, but they're starting to do like other printings of them, and this one is a Virgin cover. It just has Spider-Man on the cover and a black background. This is one of them. And I got this from, I believe, the Comic Mint. And this last one, it is a CGC one. I also got it from the Comic Mint. It's X-Men number 12. It came out in November 2020. It took a little while to get here because I had it, you know, I told them I wanted a CGC, and it's a Peach Momoko cover. So it's a Virgin edition of it. So instead of them sending it to me directly, when it's CGC, the Comic Mint or whomever, you know, company I buy it from, they take responsibility to send it to CGC, and then they ship it back to us. So it's a long process. But I really like the cover, so I decided to get them. It's all X-women, but they look like little kids. And this is the last one from today. Like I said, I got some books that came in the mail while I started this video, so I'll show them to you next time. I seen WandaVision. The last episode just came out. Today's Friday, so I seen it. I'm not gonna give any spoilers, but the last minute I was like, what the heck? So it's really ramping up. It's really ramping up. So can I get that word out? Ramping up. The character that comes at the very end, I knew it was going to be a Marvel character. I just didn't know what character it was. So it took me totally by surprise. I just wish they would just, like Netflix, puts all of the episodes at once. But you got to wait a week for every move from every show from Disney Plus. If it's a TV show, you know, they don't do them all at once. So you can binge watch them. They do them 1 week at a time. You know, I suppose you could not watch them and then watch them all at once, but I want to know what's happening, you know, as soon as I can. So I saw it today, and it was really great. So hopefully the rest of the series, I think there's 8 episodes altogether, 8 or 10. So I know it's going to be winding down, but you know, it's just like the surprises are coming really quick now, and they're really good. So it's a slow build up, but it's starting to ramp up a lot, like I said. So I believe that's all I have for you. That's all the comic books that I have for you today. Everybody, this is Ephraim from Passport One Comics. Be safe and take care of yourselves out there. Until next time, okay? Hit that subscription button and that like and notification button. Everybody take care.